to deliver the Christmas message by Nelson Mandela. The purpose of Nelson Mandela's 1990 Christmas message was to call for peace, justice, and non-racial unity of South Africa, transition away from apartheid. It expressed hope for a non-racial democracy, condemned the ongoing violence, and urged South Africans to work together to overcome racial inequalities and to build a better future. Fellow South Africans, it is my privilege to speak to you today on Christmas Eve, the first Christmas in almost 30 years that I have been able to spend with my beloved family, my closest colleagues, including to our President Oliver Tambo, and you are our people. I will spend Christmas without being a fugitive or prisoner. Wherever you are, I trust that you will join me, and I pray for the peace prevail throughout our common motherland, for justice to reign supreme, and for all us to be driven by the spirit of goodwill to will towards one another as we work together for the rebirth of South Africa as a non-racial democracy. Our thoughts turn all to those others in our country who will be not able to be with their families, those who are still held as political dynasties and prisoners, including those on death row. I refer also to thousands of our people who are still in exile who, like prisoners, had hope that in the light of changes taking place in our country, they they too would be spending Christmas with their relatives whom have not seen for many years. Our thoughts also turn to those who lied injured in Natal, the Transvaal, and elsewhere in our country, victims of our dirty and unacceptable campaign of violence, which this year alone has claimed too many lives, left many permanently maimed, and thousands homeless. The ANC sends its condolences to have the families of this. This is the year that has been marked by a moment both of hope and despair. As it is comes to its close, the message was peace to convey to you all, one of hope. We have confidence in the wisdom and good sense of the majority to share the hope with you that the year will bring to all of us, near to the situation of justice and peace for all the people of our country. We take this opportunity to thank all of those, regardless of the political affiliation, who have been made contribution this past year to the difficult process of the resolving problems of our country by peaceful means. We urge them to all to persist in their noble efforts. Over the years in the country has been so much violence. Indeed, as I look around, I have fears that the culture of violence is becoming endemic. It is affecting affecting not only society. We have seen and sensed killings that continues in Natal, the East Front, and elsewhere. Many insecurity forces use maximum force as an instrument of the first resort. There's a violence of the social system which has been produced for one section of the population, massive unemployment, whispered poverty, and by death, starvation. In these circumstances, violence becomes inevitable. The time has come as we abandon the terrible past which made our country an object of hatred by the nations of the world. We can and must all hands to make a better future, all the people of our country, to secure a common victory over a racist system, which the overwhelming majority of the people of our country agree has to be indeed, without delay. We must all strive to be inspired by a deep-seated love of our country, without regard to race, colors, gender, or station in life. We must strive for being moved by a generosity of spirit that will enable to outgrow the hatred and the conflicts of the past. We must anchor our efforts, common determination to upbuild a South African society that will be envy of the world. As we spend these holidays with our families and friends, let us hope that none will be killed as a result of criminal or politically inspired violence. Let us hope that none will be died as a result of reckless driving on our hands. Above all, let us commit ourselves to work together for peace and for speedy transformation of South Africa into a genuinely non-racial and democratic country. In such a democratic country that will be international section against our common motherland, our sports people, industrialists, diplomats, and our citizens will be received with open arms in all countries of the world. Then we'll be able to turn our attention to the enormous task ahead of us, redressing the racial inequalities inherited from the past and creating the world that shall provide a decent standard of living and prosperity. Then will they have dawned with our country, will know real and permanent peace and will be through the spirit of Christmas. Thank you for listening, everyone. Lucy?